What's up, everybody? How's it going? Austin Fractal Elevate Performance, coming at you live. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, middle of the week. Hope everybody's week is going great so far. Mine has been amazing. Today, I'm going to be talking about the concept of, actually, just kind of like the saying and the concept of, like, start thinking more like small steps, not the whole staircase. That's a really good analogy because a lot of times when people do or start a fitness journey or a weight loss journey, or really anything that's like new and like a big like goal for them, they just see like they're at point A and they want to get to point B, and so they say, you know, oh, I want to lose 100 pounds, or I want to, you know, be extremely jacked and like be like number one, like, I don't know, bodybuilder in the world, or I want to, you know, go from, you know, where I'm at right now eating like shit, and I want to have a perfectly clean and healthy diet. And so they're at point A where they don't want to be, and they're trying to get to point B where, you know, they would be hitting their ideal goal and they'd feel accomplished, and they cross that finish line and, you know, hooray, you've done it. And so it's one of those things where it's like, having a large goal is a great thing. I think having a big goal and having like big dreams and aspirations and, you know, wanting something like way beyond you could even think of right now is amazing and good, and I think that's important. But oftentimes people set these big goals and they get like overwhelmed, or they feel like it's just this, eventually like they get excited, and then once the honeymoon phase of them starting their journey kicks in, it ends, and they're like, you know, like, well, shit, that's a big ass goal that I need to, you know, like try and get towards, and I'm all the way back here. Like, you know, I have 100 pounds to lose, and I've only lost half a pound or 1 pound or 2 or 3 pounds, and I've still got another like 95 to like 97 to go. Like, holy crap, what am I doing? Like, they start to think like that they can't do it. They get, you know, into like a state of like, you know, negative self-talk and self-doubt, and then they end up self-sabotaging themselves because they get too stressed out, because the goal is like, it's almost like their eyes were bigger than their stomach kind of thing for their goal. But that's not true at all. Like, they're still just you. If you're watching this, and you're feeling that way right now, like, you are still like just as capable as you were, you know, when you first started. You're just not up here, you know, thinking in that way for a variety of reasons, that, you know, because life happens and we're not perfect, and, you know, humans are funny in that way. So this is like a really good analogy and a really good like trick, like, I guess you could think of it this way, to make your goals seem a lot more achievable. And that just comes down to taking that really big freaking goal, like the whole staircase that I'm talking about here, and breaking it down into smaller, more like manageable and more like realistic goals. The big goals are realistic too, but it's hard to see how realistic they are until you're making consistent progress towards that goal as you get closer to it. And so by breaking your like big giant, like, you know, like goal into smaller pieces, and smaller, more achievable goals, you're going to be way more likely to actually like do it and feel good about it and stay in like the right mental headspace that you need to be in to get there, and you're just going to overall like improve your chances of actually like completing and like achieving your goal. So examples of this, like I already mentioned, like, you know, I want to lose 100 pounds. Well, okay, so you want to lose 100 pounds, which is great and awesome, and you can totally fucking do it. I believe in you. But how about we reframe it and say, you know, my big goal, my ultimate goal is to lose 100 pounds. But my first goal, in order to get there, is to lose 10 pounds or lose 5 pounds or 20 pounds. Breaking up your bigger goal into smaller, more achievable goals makes it seem way less daunting. You actually start to feel like you're like making progress because a larger percentage or proportion of that goal is achieved in a quicker period of time. You just feel a lot better about it, and it helps you stay like on track a lot better up here. And so that's kind of how it works. So, like, you know, reframe it, like say, I want to lose 10 pounds, and then after I lose that 10 pounds, I want to lose another 10 pounds, and after that, I want to lose another 10 pounds. And then once you do it enough times, you're going to be like, holy shit, I'm already at 50 pounds down. And, I'm halfway to my ultimate big goal. And the same thing goes for like, having a diet, like your diet, having like a nutrition plan in place that you're trying to follow. Like instead of saying like, I'm going to go from eating like total garbage and shit to eating perfectly healthy. Like I'm going to do it instantly. I'm going to do it overnight. And that's how I'm going to do it. Instead of doing that, have a more like transitional like setup that you're going to kind of like follow and be like, instead of, going for like, 0 to 100 on my diet and going from like crap to, perfectly healthy, maybe be like, okay, well this week I'm going to aim to, get more protein in and try and hit my protein goal 5 out of the 7 days this week. And then the next week after that, if I'm able to do that, I'm going to try and make it 6 or 7 days out of the week. And then after I've got my protein down, I'm going to try to incorporate a vegetable into, at least one meal every day. I'm going to do that for a week. And then after that, and you see how, and then after that, I'm going to have, I'm going to do it for 2 of my meals each day for, however many days of the week. And so you see how that seems way more like achievable and way less daunting and way less like intense and extreme than going from 0 to 100. And having these like transitional periods of time where you're allowing yourself to, kind of become familiar and form these habits slowly over time, you're way less likely to get burnt out and you're way less likely to fail in actually trying to achieve your goals. And the reason why this happens is because, like, if you're able to, like, over time stack these habits, like, slowly with a transitional period, it's way, like way more effective in making this something that's sustainable for you long term. And that's kind of my point here is like, focus on, a single step each time rather than the whole fucking staircase. Can you imagine trying, like, because picture it that way, like, can you imagine, like, let's actually visualize this and imagine you want to, you're where you're at right now and you want to lose 100 pounds. Imagine trying to jump over all those fucking stairs to the top of the staircase. Not very likely. You're going to hurt yourself or you're going to fall and fail and feel like shit if you try to do something like that. Whereas if you're like, all right, I'm going to, get on this first step. Okay, that feels pretty good. Now that I feel comfortable on this first step, I'm going to go to the next step. Okay, that feels really good too. And now, I'm feeling really, and it kind of stacks on top of itself. And eventually you're going to be at the top of that fucking staircase. But if you try to go full kangaroo mode and just like bounce up to the top of that shit, you're not going to make it. Or you're going to have a lot harder time, like, actually doing it successfully. And so that's kind of the name of the game. And this is for people, who want to actually make this something sustainable for them. And this is for people who actually want to make a lifestyle out of this. And this is for people who, aren't just going for like, fast shortcuts to, try and lose a shit ton of weight really fast that you're ultimately going to gain all that back anyway. So it's like, that's what this is for. This is for people that are actually like serious about this and who want to lose weight the right way in a sustainable manner. So, because if the only thing you get out of taking shortcuts is when you take shortcuts, you only shortcut yourself. So that's just how it is. And so I encourage you, if you are watching this right now and you're following along with me this long, like start breaking up your big goals into smaller, more achievable and realistic goals, and then build upon that. And that way you can actually, make it to the top of that staircase and achieve your goals. So that's my advice for today. That's my life for today, everybody. Hope everybody's having an amazing Wednesday. If you are watching this, if you made it this far, hit me with that hashtag replay. Let me know that you guys saw this. Let me know what your number one takeaway was in the comments down below. I encourage you to, do that and let me know, if you have any questions. Be happy to answer them. Other than that, though, that's my life for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I'm going to talk to you all tomorrow.